Hello everyone, I'm High Treason, and welcome back to Let's Play The Long Drive, I think, part 57. I was doing this again. That's weird. I wonder why it does that. No cars, right? Let's bring it round the back. Yeah, there's no cars here. Game really don't want us having cars. That was the oil light though. I was like, what? Since when? When's that the problem? Well, maybe I don't... Fucking hell, it's messy in here. Oh yeah, of course. We reloaded the game, didn't we? So everything's been offsetted. Let's have a quick look, see if we can find a hubcap. Yeah, that'll be behind you now, all the stuff that was on the shelf. There ain't none of that. Yeah, I don't see any wheels. And our front bumper, is it? I don't think it is. Well, let's have it anyway. Do with having that sponge. Might need it. Oh, it maybe is our front bumper, you know. Yeah, we don't get to keep our yogurt plate. Yogurt shop. What the hell's a yogurt shop? Yogurt shoppy. Sponges suck, so we use it up fast. Right, let's see. These need some TLC. We don't want no scrubs, so I guess we can't do this. Oh, we just did. Well, you got some scrubs today, whether you wanted them or not. Fucking prissy blonde girl used to listen to that song all the fucking time. It was so annoying. I don't want no scrubbers are gonna keep getting all that from me. It's like, how is this a song? How does this actually exist? You know, who thought this was acceptable? I don't think we can. Oh, we can. Hey, shit, we're doing alright here. My little car will do just fine. The mirrors are already pretty shiny, except that one. There's it. Oh, look at it. It's coming up nice. Yeah, man. Car, you'll be just fine, buddy. Right, we can do one more thing with this. We should probably do one of the wheels, really, shouldn't we? There you go. I don't know that I want to paint it yet, but we'll scrub the body up. Yay! Oh. I told you, car, I'll take care of you, buddy. As best I can. I don't have all the stuff, but get it done. I think we've got one left on this sponge. There you go. There is another sponge actually. We can totally. There might be two more. Oh, that is. I don't know what that. Oh, basket. That can stay there. It's getting darkety dark, isn't it? It's always getting dark when I'm around. I swear the night cycle's faster than it used to be. Oh, it's a nice colour, this sponge. Matches the car. These are shiny already. The only things that ain't are... Oh, look at her. So I just left the fucking showroom. Not a bad car. A second, we're not shine bumpers up like that. We have that mirror to clean. I feel aliens are on the way. Right, sod it. Let's paint it that dodgy salmon colour. That's that green, so we're gonna... It's fucking empty anyway. Where's my dodgy fucking salmon Peter colour? No, that's sexy Barbie doll pink. Yeah, I'm into dolls now. I've just decided since the last part. No, I'm just kidding with you, obviously. I'm fucking not. What was it? 25 per part on it was the magic formula. Oh, this is the colour of my fucking pills. For my stomach. I quite like it actually. It's not real garish, is it? Like the pussy pink that we painted the pussy wagon all those seems like years ago. My light has just vanished. Oh, there it is. Let's see if we can find a sacrificial paint. We have to bring that gasoline anyway. Oh, there we go. Let's bring that. There we go, come on. Another steel brush though. Oh man, this really needs to be a hold to do thing, doesn't it? That was gasoline, we'll bring that. Now those fancy silicone rubber dolls, I guess I would have sex with those because they're built for that, right? You'd almost think I had one or something, wouldn't you? Trick with them is you leave them set in a bath of warm water for a while before you use them, and it feels less like you're humping a corpse. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think we're done here. All this junk. That one's empty as well. What even is that? Oh, that's the black. I will keep that just because, you know, I always like to have a little memory of the previous car following us along. Alright, whatever. That'll do. That'll do for now. We're not complete, but... Oh shit, fuel. Don't forget the fucking fuel or we'll actually run out. Ooh! Oh, that's bad. Is there any on the roof? What? When did this spawn? It's another 2101. I don't remember that bin there. I'm sorry, bud, but I'm going to steal your wheel hub. Because I do need one. The way it's looking down is almost like, you know, it's asking you to do it. You know, it's like it's saying to you, like, hey buddy, I'm here. Hopefully that's gasoline in there and we can use that on our car. It is. Oh, that'll do then. We'll just have that. We'll find more as we go. We need to get out of here. We've been here too long. This is why we need that bunny mechanic I talked about before. I think I just had one. Don't know, I'm hearing weird sounds. There was none of them squirts, was there? No, we used them. I figured I'd better check. Felt like I'd left them behind or something. Okay, off we go. Distance, target is to get that to say 60. Drive through the boards. Oh shit. I think that's causing us all manner of physics issues. I think we better back off. Well, it's decided it likes the car. Excuse me, board. There you go. Off we go. I quite like that colour. It's quite an elegant sort of colour, isn't it, that? Travelling in style, the pink and the chrome. Yeah. I need to get rid of some of this weight. It's far too heavy. We get rid of. Well, we got emergency fuel. I think we do need to bin some of this paint. Look at it and decide what we're going to use and what we're not going to use. Maybe bin that hubcap. How long have we had that thing? Don't know. Longer than we fucking need to, that's for sure. feel like that's from more than one car ago. Oh man, it's going to be so hot tomorrow. I'm sat here pretty much naked, in case you're wondering. Yeah, I know. Now you're getting stiff or getting wet, depending on what you have down there. I can't help being sexy. I'm sorry. It's not my fault. It's just genetics. You know. It's just how it turned out. Don't upset me. Yeah, well, this thing is slower than I remember. I wonder what this is about. Maybe it is just too much weight. Or maybe the uphill's steeper than I thought. Ideally, if I want them VW engines, I'll stick that in here again. That'd be pretty good. My stomach's emptying, by the way, so I'm going to get gassy on you, I'm sorry. I saw that, but it was a bit late to do anything about it. Either I wasn't paying attention again or it loaded in late. I sort of want to get rid of my shoes because it's warm, but at the same time I find it... Some people I see take them off when they're dealing with pedals and stuff. I actually find them harder to operate without shoes. And it just doesn't feel right to me. And yeah, I have sand shoes on today. You know me, I like steel toe boots, so it feels odd already. I'm used to shoving on things through these big thick boots. So I can sort of, it doesn't really feel much like there's much on my foot at all. I might as well just have my socks on. Is what it feels like, you know. It's like, you said you was naked. Well, yeah, but I still wear shoes because there's a lot of stray nails in my floor. And I might have thick skin on the bottom of my feet, but they're not thick enough that nails don't go through. And well, those nails have been there since about 1994, so God knows what they'll have on them by now. That'll do. I need to look at the fucking road. I keep doing this. So what was our target, did I say? We'd done 90 will be our target then. I think we can do it. I think this car will do it. Might be a bit slow, but I reckon we can get there. If we can do more than 50, that would be good, because it's a long time now, I feel, since we've done that. Of course, we're going to get a load of uphills to try and thwart us. And we still need to worry about the fuel situation a little bit, but it's not as urgent now, you know. All the doors are shut and everything, we're doing alright. We don't have... Did I hit a rock? Was that a rock? I don't feel there was a rock. Like, I looked before I turned away. Let's load it in late if there was. Yog 221. Og. It's a caveman car. Fucking caveman car. I guess it is. We do tend to just bash things, don't we? Oh, we're getting some speed now, lads and ladies. We're gonna put this fucking 50k behind us like it's not radio towers. Bad omens. Every time I go near those, something really, really bad seems to happen. It's like quitting smoking. So I control our speed a little bit here. Don't go too fast, it would be bad. And yeah, I am just teasing the brakes. I found this, I think we hit something like that before. So I found just teasing on the brake is more effective in this game than, you know, actively fiddling with the gas pedal. Radio towers, archways. Now we need is one of those fucking tombstones, and we're in business for a disaster part. I don't want a disaster part. The weather's too hot. Just give me a nice easy one. I feel like I'm sat in this desert, but it's probably colder where he is. Must be colder where he is than where I am. Fucking horrible. Oh man, the terrain generation is pretty rotten here, isn't it? Ugh. It fucking is and all. Bloody hell, poor car. It doesn't bottom out as quickly as the 2102, so yeah, we have that going for us. So I was right. I'm actually glad we took this, you know, like switching between the two, like straight up like this. It proves what I thought. That the 2102 does handle worse and it does bottom out more. It's still not bad, but it's not as good as the 2101. Let's see if there's any fuel. Going a bit fast here, but it's alright. At least the smoke isn't really blue now. I'm actually glad of an autosave with the rate things are going, because, you know, I'm just seeing so many things that I consider to be bad omens. Okay, that's gasoline. Is this gasoline? It is. Let's add them together, so we only have to carry one. Don't need a hubcap. There's bits of Plymouth here. Someone must have had one who drove through here. Oh, there's the bitch. Piss. We got anything good in there? No, just one of those. I don't want that. I'll look down there because there's a thing I want. I wish we could use these as weapons. That would be cool. Because I do need a weapon. Is there gas up here? No, it didn't give us it this time. It's unusual that you get both. I mean, I've seen it, but... Howdy, rabbit. I'm going to pipe my gasoline at you. Now I'm going to throw it at you. You ought to run away. Don't know who you're messing with. I'm horny today. Get here. It's off. Right, here we go. Let's continue our adventures in the desert. Hey, the fuel light's gone off. It's the first time we've seen that in this car. Now, as the gauges are identical, we could have actually swapped these and just kept the distance. Now, it maybe would have been fun to put all 4 digits on it. There was something I was doing with the pickup truck. I wanted to drive it back just to roll it back over to 0, but... That dodgy car my dad had that I told you about, he'd rolled the odometer over in that. Well, you know, I've had that thing for so long and driven it so much, because most of his businesses and stuff involved a lot of driving. Yeah, the odometer had rolled over at some point. Got a lot of miles, that car. These are weird when you think about it, the fact that they only have 4 digits. Like, I've never seen a car do that. I mean, that would be... Can you imagine that, if you bought a car and the odometer only had 4 digits on it? You'd be like, how quickly do they expect this thing to break down? Yeah, you know, that'd be fucking... not a great fucking sign, would it, for the engineering quality? German cars probably come with those, because I mean, you know, the amount of fucking BMWs I see at the side of the road with a trail of bits of connecting rod and oil pan behind them is astounding. So I can only assume that the engines are still shit on them, since, you know, they were when I worked on these things years ago. Yeah, that was just people who buy them can't drive, which, you know, seems to be the case quite often. I mean, obviously they're not all like that, but it does seem a lot of people who buy that sort of car just can't drive. Well, I think you should basically lose your license as soon as you buy one of those. Like, it should be suspended and you should have to go and retake your test and everything. Because either you can't drive or you have some sort of mental condition for wanting to buy something like that. You know, quite possibly it needs checking out. It should be evaluated, like, psychologically. Fucking psycho evaluation. Oh God, I remember that shit when they decided, oh no, he's psychotic. Like, why am I psychotic? Well, 'cause you laughed at, like, you know, fucking Total Recall or something. It's like, right, but it was stupid, you know? Like, it's a movie, it's not real, so, like, you know, the violence is really, really exaggerated and just silly, so of course I laughed at it, because it was, like, amusing. Oh yeah, but you watch Robot Wars and that's all about destroying stuff. Yeah, it's a sport, you know. Most people watch sport in some capacity. A lot of people watch football, soccer. I don't. I watch Robot Wars. Like, what's the problem? Oh, yeah, well, they don't destroy things in football. Yeah, that's why it's boring. Anyway, they had soccer on Robot Wars. They stopped doing it after, like, the second series because it was boring. You know, Series 3 was where they kind of, you can tell they decided, oh, fuck all the silly events. Like, we'll still do them a little bit, but yeah, who cares? Let's just put the robots in there and make them bust each other. And it worked. It was a success. Man, I miss that show so much. I really do. It was a good show, Robot Wars. Very good show. We should probably replace that one hubcap version. That looked like one out at the edge of my eye though. This third person driving really is a problem. I don't know why I'm still scouting for buildings either, because I don't really need to now. May as well stop doing that and just drive the car. Yeah, we're going a bit slow here. I don't know if we're going to make that distance, you know, but we'll try. We should be able to. Fuck it. Nah, we'll make our target. What I meant is I don't think we'll be able to exceed it. Just the rain's just coming too harsh. I do think we're getting to the point where we actually do need to start fitting bigger engines to things. Because, I mean, look at that in the distance. That's definitely more mountains that we're going to have to contend with. So we'll be keeping a lookout for the VW engine, I think. We're going to need one. Engines don't spawn at these. We're in need of fuel though, so like, you know, we can't become complacent. I like to stay about half a tank. There's fucking nothing in there. So we really need to dilute that oil, so oh, we got oil there. Are we in need of any of that? This thing guzzles oil. I was thinking it was a fucking Volkswagen or something. The amount of oil this thing gets through. Onward. It's a nice relaxed part, this one. I'm actually glad because the last few parts and up until we got this car had been really, really stressful. They'd been so fucking stressful. Like, it was really starting to stress me out. It's just everything was starting to go wrong, and so I'm actually quite glad of this. Like, maybe it's not the most, like, gripping part to watch, but I don't think this game is, you know, unless you watch the screamers and buy into their sort of nonsense, which is fine if you do. You know, it's not the most gripping game anyway, is it? It is, like I said, to me it's a relaxing game. It's not a scary game or nothing. It's a nice little drive about in the desert, you know? Probably lost something off the car. Did we? Oh no, of course, 21s are ones are odd bastards, they don't break, so off we go, like nothing happened. Stomach, knock it off. It does feel shit Like, you know, I'm not going to pretend it doesn't. It's not as bad as it was. It's like, you know, it felt really crap yesterday for a little while, and I was like, oh god, are we back to this? And I sort of thought about it, and it's like, you do realise, like, the amount of stuff I ate that I wouldn't have been able to eat a year ago. And it's like, no, like, it's actually way better. Like, I don't want to feel shit like that because it's awful. But at the same time, it's like, well, you know, I would have felt real shit like that before just from daring to put some butter on a slice of bread. So, you know, whereas now I'm eating like 2 fucking sandwiches a day. It's like, yeah, you know, far play, you know, it'll probably take ages. Like last time, it took a couple of years to heal last time. When I was on medication at work. The light's always on those, isn't it? I forgot about that. You know, it took a couple of years to heal last time, and that was on a medication that I did better on than this. So, you know, it's going to take a long time, and it's just the way it is. So, and even when it's fully healed, I will always have episodes of trouble with it. It's just the way my stomach is, you know. It's easier to deal with, and thankfully when it does kick off now, it never seems to last long. I'm sure sometimes it will last all fucking day still. But, you know, for a good while now it hasn't actually bothered me for more than maybe an hour tops. And the worst bit's probably only lasted like 10-15 minutes, but it feels a lot longer when it's all going on. So it is what it is. You can only work with what you're given, can't you? And, you know, it's doing better. It's definitely doing better. I do wish I could just press a magic button and make it like never be a problem again. You know, just like stomach work properly. It would be really nice, but I can't, so there's no use, you know, sitting there and fucking wishing one end, shitting the other, see which fills up first. But my stomach, that's kind of unknown because it does tend to clog up. Well, actually it doesn't. That's improved as well. Like, it's going to be really gross and stuff, so I'm not going to go in details, but yeah, it does tend to, when I wasn't medicated and on a medication I took before, I had to drink a lot of laxative to make things actually move, and that has started fixing itself as well, and that is actually really, really good. Because not having movements is one of the worst fucking feelings in the world. It's not as bad as the other things with my stomach, but you know, that hurts like after a few days. And then blood comes out and you're like, oh god, you know, do I really want to deal with this? Well, whether I want to or not, I have to. And yeah, I ain't had that problem in a while now. It's sort of fixing itself. It still does strange things occasionally, but, you know. And at the other end, I'm not regurgitating things constantly anymore. I still do a little bit, but you know, at that end of stuff, my esophagus is probably so badly damaged, you know, it's never going to quite work right again. But at least it's working better than it was. And then in the middle, it's all just full of holes, and, you know, your stomach is, and your intestines are essentially moving parts, so I guess that will slow down the healing process. I'm not putting that V8 in that car. It would handle absolutely fucking terribly. Could put blood in our fuel and get red smoke. Diesel smoke, dangerous curves. I like that song. It's a good song. Got water. I don't need the water. I don't need to drink. Oh, fucking hell, I do. Probably do in real life as well, but I'll leave it for now. Wow, that was real convenient, mate. More gas. No, that's oil. We shouldn't need that yet. Okay. Oh no, we spilt the was that the blood bucket? That's more oil. We'll take this. Yeah, I was hoping for a VW engine. Let's see, are we done? Don't get many things now compared to what we used to. But the world is getting to be a very, very sparse place, isn't it? This is way more hostile than when I drove that pickup to the end. Still, we have about 15 minutes left. So I think we can make our target. And we are. I would actually expect to just be making the target now, just because we have a car to faff about with. Not a lot, but we have to faff with it a little bit. And that will slow us down, you know, us going looking for fuel and stuff like that, and I'm quite glad of it. You know, I was getting bored of the fact that we just had nothing left to do on the other car. So one of the reasons I want to change them regularly is because I actually do enjoy fucking about with the game mechanics, and, you know, I like seeing a car being taken, you know, back on the roads, even though we're the first ones to put it there, but, you know, in the context of the game, taking the car, putting it back on the road and actually making it good. I mean, this car's been pretty trouble-free with us, you know, you've got to admit, this thing's done fucking good for us. It has done good. Like, you know, right from the get-go, it's wanted to go. Just like the other 2101 we had, it just seems to be the way with these for some reason. They're just willing cars. I would totally get a 2101 in real life. I really would. I mean, I'm never going to, because I'm never going to hold that sort of driving licence, but, you know, as I've said, I do prefer being on two wheels. It's more fun, faster. It's just more enjoyable, you know. I like cars, don't get me wrong, you know, cars are pretty cool, they're just not my preferred method of transport. Oh man. Ah, there it was. Did you see it? Just out the right. Game's trying to do away with us. It's like, no, I don't like you being happy. It's actually getting spiteful out here, this game. It's decided it hates us. It made that clear several parts ago. Is that, what is that out there? That looked weird. Is that a bunker? Are we looking at the back of a bunker? Just going to have a look at it just because it's not very far off the road. I mean, I do need to get fucking moving, but not that badly. Yeah, the road's over there. We could totally take a shortcut. Yeah, there's the back of a bunker. I mean, I still need to get a weapon, so, you know, we need to be checking in these. Look out, lady. She's like looking down there, at least her right eye is, our left. Like, look what I did. Well, I'm not interested in what you did. It's gross. I don't need to see that. There you go. Have some of that. Oh, man. It fell on our heads somehow. Unless it was ours. Probably was. Disgusting bitch. Ah, I need weapons, damn it. Do I need that for anything? I don't. No, I don't. Well, we could use it on the wheel. Yeah, we'll shook that steel brush at that dodgy wheel or that wheel hub cap thing. I'm sure we have a wheel that's dark. We do. There you go, we used it on there. It only has one on it. Now we've got a decent wheel. Look at that. See, car, I'm working on it for you, alright, buddy? We're getting there, alright? There's no rush. Okay, the road's that way. We'll kind of sort of sloppily rejoin it. Just in case there's a structure hiding there. I don't think there is, but just in case there is. Fucking hell, the speeds. This car's getting that peppiness to it like the other one all of a sudden. Because we're going downhill here. Oh, I ain't smoked that much today. Go fuck yourself. I kept count. Again, I did have a fag paper with a tar in it. That doesn't account for it, but I don't know. Oof. Rough terrain, it'll bite you. Well, I don't see any building down here. I might as well have just cut across the grass. Well, then it might have bounced the car, like, you know. I saw it, and it was just, by the time I did, there was no adjusting for it. With everything we've seen on the way past, you know, it's kind of given that we're going to crash now, isn't it? Is that another fucking radio tower out there? It didn't look tall enough. I think it was a guard tower. Phew. Well, that's a good omen. Don't know if you've noticed that triangle that's above the trees, like at a certain distance. I don't know if you notice in the seams we keep seeing through the terrain as well. So the terrain generator goes a little bit wonky when you get out here. Is that 79k? That would mean we have just over 10k to go. I do believe it is. Well, we should make our target distance, I think. That would be nice. We actually did get things done. I say, not the most high-octane part at all, but I am glad of it. I really am. Just, like I say, it was so stressful. You know, I was starting to really lose it. And just, like, think I was going insane or something. The stress will come back as we go along. Probably the mountains that do it, because it looks like we're going to be in mountains next time around, doesn't it? Well, probably this time around, because, you know, we have time left that I am going to get there. Like, I'm sure the road goes up those in the distance. It'd be nice if it went through that crease that's over on the right there. Okay, bus station I'm not really interested in. Still hearing weird noises. Maybe it's just my fans or something. They're cheering me on. Well, we can see where the road goes over there, to the right at least. Okie dokie. I say, I'm not against night driving, I just don't think it's very, very interesting for you if you like watching. Because, I mean, I can't see much anyway. You certainly won't be able to see much, like, you know, once it's been YouTubed. You would probably just see like this little grey cone in front of my car while the headlights shine, and that's about it. So rather than make you stare at blackness, you know, I'll sleep the nights off. Unless we're having, like, you know, temperature problems or something like that, and then we're driving them. We have done that a couple of times. I think when we're close to the end of the road, I probably will stop sleeping anyway. You know, once we're close to the end, I'll just drive day and night. And I'd like at that point to be in a car that we're well established with, you know, we're full on fuel and everything. And then we can just hightail it to the end of the road. Oh, come on, car. It's going to fucking make us work to make our target distance, isn't it? These mountains are getting really out of hand. Definitely need to find a bigger engine. Which we can do. It might just be slow because, like I say, resources are quite scarce out here. There's a boat out there. Yeah, it really is like, you know, as if everyone comes from where we start somehow. And just less and less people make it out here. Or maybe more people are at this end and they've used all the resources already. And when they come to where we come from, you know, we just kill them. I mean, think how much road we have travelled back that way. Like, it's really weird to think, like, just how far we've come. Like, we are now over 3,000 kilometres away. Like, we can't see the road much farther than over there, and we're now over 3,000 kilometres away. We're probably coming up, to be honest, right now, on 3,200 kilometres away, and technically farther because of the distance we lost to the UFO thing not being counted. And that is pretty crazy. We're actually, at the moment, coming in below the threshold. So hopefully the road starts to level out a bit, or we might be in trouble here. We'd only be off by a couple of k's, but yeah, we're actually behind schedule at this speed. I'm not going to stop here unless I see a VW engine. Is there a VW engine? There is not. Then we keep driving. That fuel light just came back on. That's telling me we should have stopped. I did wonder about that. But again, we've made a net gain on fuel. And we have missed stops, so... that did seem to use a lot going up there, though. The load on the engine does affect it, like if you pull trailers and stuff, you will use more fuel. Okay, we might be coming back on target here, but the road's going steeper again. Tempted to drive out to that boat. I'm not gonna, we'll do the next one. This is gonna be a bitch to come down. Because I bet it's real steep on the other side as well. This is really mountainous. Look at that. That's a... ah, it changed just before my screenshot took. I actually don't mind the terrain popping like that because it just reminds me of Interstate 76. The terrain in that thing is so jank until you stick your face in it. Like sticking them in, like, you know, a woman's balloon boobs. So I haven't been able to really do that with, like, you know, girls I've been around, because I do seem to end up with small-titted ones, and that suits me fine. You can't bury your face in them. There we go. We might just make our target distance at least. Come on, car. We have just about 3 minutes. I think we can do it. Just got to be careful is all. Don't get carried away, don't go too fast. I think this is flat. If not slightly uphill. It's slightly uphill still. That's not too bad then. That's generally safer at least. Okay, I'm only going to go 1 more minute, but we should do it. We only have just under 2k to go. Come on, car. Man, it's been a struggle lately, it really has, and I'm hoping that comes to an end. I think we're building back up to fucking grabbing it by the balls again. Ah, there you go, we'll go up to that thing, and that should easily take us there, because we're about to go over. It's going to be quite a climb, so it might actually take us over time. That looks like it's one of them double tower buildings to the right. It's not a boat, so we won't go there. Wow, the car's raring to go up here actually. It is pulling its weight. Best it can. I tell you what, it might fucking get us up here no fucking problem. Come on, little car. You got this, buddy. Is it? Yeah, it's a double tower. I don't need to go out there. I'm not real interested in those. It's not like we're driving trucks and buses. On this fucking terrain, that might be a bit farther away than I thought, that building. Come on, there we go, we're on our target distance, so we've done it. I'm actually quite pleased with that. That's good enough for me, you know. But we really do need to start putting more than 50k out, you know. I mean, look how fucking far ahead we got. We were just making leap after leap after leap after leap, and that just seems to have gone away. And I need to get it back. Getting this car fully fueled up will really help. That's a boat, but that is so far away. Is the one close here? What the fuck was that? Did you see that? Aliens watching us, maybe. That was weird. I've never seen that before. There's definitely something back there. Oh, this is a haunted house. Ah, come on. I'm out of time, damn it. Damn. I'll stand up. Put all my weight on the gas pedal. It doesn't make a difference. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Korea, 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 Korea. There's a guy who used to play Halo who used to yell Korea whenever you shot him. His name was Korea Rocks, and if you shot him, he'd just yell Korea, 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 Korea over and over again. He must have had it like on a hotkey somehow. Aha! We have done it! Here we go. We actually spat out though on the snow. Oh, there might be a vehicle in there. I think it's a Trabant or so, which would technically mean we have to take it, I guess. Ah, shit. I don't want to. We're probably going to keep this car a few more parts. Well, I'm iTreason. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next fucking one. I believe 54 is what we would be up to now. It will warn us if it already exists. So part 57-3210. That's 52k. It's good enough. It'll do. Thanks for watching. I will see you again soon.